Hi, my name's Tom Eckersley and I'm presenting Esplanade House to you today. Esplanade House is located along Esplanade West in Port Melbourne on Wurundjeri country. It's a reasonably small corner site of approximately 297 square metres. Our clients, who are a retired couple who have adult kids, who all live interstate now and obviously regularly come back for visits, so it needed to accommodate their visits. The clients wanted a new home to replace the old weatherboard dwelling, which had some nostalgic appeal but was poorly constructed, dark, inflexible and lacking connection to the garden and adjoining park. These limitations, along with some other site constraints, were largely what defined our brief and site's replacement. The new house needed to be thermally efficient, light-filled throughout, with an emphasis on connection to landscape whilst also being private and secure. The northern neighbouring two-storey dwelling was a major driver in both forming and positioning our design proposal. This property caused significant amounts of overshadowing to our site, and so it was key that the new home would enhance its northern aspect as much as possible. Here are some street shots of the existing, or old and then new. As you can see in the old, there was quite a discrepancy in scale within the existing streetscape. And as well in this street elevation shows the proposal, which is our proposal, how it sits now in more proportion to the street context. These are some massing diagrams explaining our approach to the building's form, which was heavily guided by the existing site conditions. We first cut away the required front and side setbacks. There's a side easement that runs down the southern boundary that services the subdivided eastern back block. We then stepped away as much as possible from the existing northern neighbour so that we could insert an internal courtyard to allow light into the core of the site. We also elevated the main living spaces and brought them up to the first floor level. And to reduce visual bulk, we divided the building's mass into more sympathetic residential proportions. This also helped with the internal zoning of spaces and allowed for cross connection between garden and park. We took references from many surrounding corner buildings with large masonry walls which created bold outlines. We were drawn to the juxtaposition between solid versus void to create interest and proportions to the building's mass. Dominant solid planes really emphasised to us the importance of openings whilst also achieving a sense of security and privacy. Here's the floor plan. Ground floor this is, sorry. Upon entry, you're greeted with, on one side, by a timber batten wall. These timber battens conceal access to 2 bedrooms, a bathroom, powder room, and with laundry and garage access to the rear. So those doors are hidden there on the right-hand side. And then on the other side of the entry is that central courtyard with private garden, which was key in injecting light into the core of the building and provides a direct connection to the private garden for the rooms that surround it. Going up those stairs to the first floor plan brings you up to the main living areas, which is comprising of the kitchen, dining and living, with a generous north-facing outdoor terrace. And behind the kitchen is the main bedroom with ensuite, guest powder, study, and a small pantry with also lift access. This is the northern terrace aspect again, sitting prime and collecting as much of that northern aspect that we can get. It was important for us to frame views to the park rather than large walls of glass. This was mainly to help control views looking inwards and provide greater privacy to the occupants, rather than feeling like you're on display or in a fishbowl. Sustainability was a key focus for the project. A drought-tolerant garden by Eckersley Garden Architecture was designed requiring minimal irrigation and maintenance, large underground water tanks for garden irrigation and toilet flushing, also a 14 kilowatt solar panel system with battery storage for energy use, all electric with the abolishment of gas from site, electric underfloor heating with electric heat pump and electric heat pump hot water system, as well as sustainably sourced timber and locally sourced low maintenance materials with low VOC qualities were selected as much as possible. This is the street elevation, as seen from the park, showing the relationship between that subdivided existing block at the rear. Sections, again, highlighting the proportions now more equally evened up with that northern neighbour, and then the park to the south or the right. Yeah, we're really proud of this project, and most importantly, our clients love it. Thanks for your time.